Hello children. Yes, so back to our online classes. I believe that you are enjoying your online classes a lot, and obviously you have to enjoy because teachers are becoming more and more creative in the online classes, because in the class we are only using the board marker and the board, but here we have become very interactive. We are using different teaching aids. Sometimes we are uploading PPT, sometimes we are taking classes like this, sometimes we are also sharing videos with you. So we have become very creative like this. So I believe you are enjoying the classes. If you have any issues, please do connect, because I am always looking forward to your comments. Today we are going to move on with story writing. Children, any time is story time. So today I have chosen this topic because this is a part of your long writing skill, and you need to write a very good story in between 150 to 200 words for 10 marks. So be very careful that we need to start practicing how to write very good stories. And I believe we all have that flair, that kind of storytelling in all of us. We know, isn't it, how to tell stories. So just look at the format, look at the way, look at the art of writing stories, and then we will be masters at it. So the first point to be taken care of is narration. Narration means how to write, how to tell a very good story. So you will have to be very, very careful about the question. Look at the hints given in the question. Once you look at the hints, you have to use all those hints in your story. You cannot forget any hint, because that will mean that you are not able to use the hints properly. So use all the hints in your story writing. How will you use the hints? It has to be sequential. You have to use the hints sequentially, one after the other. Do not just hop, skip, jump. It will not work out, children. So use the hints sequentially, one after the other, to hold them together, to make your story very interesting. To hold the story together, you have to use the hints, connect with each other, all the hints. Third is your expression. Expression means you have to be very creative with your ideas, words. That time your creativity is lifted, it is exhibited, it is shown how much creative you are. And so for that we need to be using good words, good vocabulary, good sentences that will make the story very interesting, very interesting. And the reader will have to read the story till the end. It is not that halfway through the reader will close the story. No, I don't want to read it. Not like that. The reader has to read. You have to make the reader read the story till the end of the story. For that, your expression has to be very good, lively. Okay? Beginning and the ending of the story should support. It should support the main theme of the story. It should support them. This is the very important part, the supporting part. You just cannot make one beginning and make another ending. The main theme of the story is somewhere else. You should connect the story in such a way that the beginning and the ending should support the main theme of the story. Once we start writing stories, you will be able to understand what ma'am is trying to explain here. Let us wait for the assignment, let us wait for some examples, and then we will find out what I am trying to mean here. Then we have to use dialogues. Children, dialogues actually, today my ink is less, that is why I am not able to highlight it better. I believe this is clear. D-I-A-L-O-G-U-E-S. Dialogues means it gives some kind of spicing. The food becomes very tasty with spicing, isn't it? So some spicing is required. Some masala is required, and so for that we need to use good dialogues. Not very big, but small, catchy dialogues. So that will make or add your story, add flavor to your story, right? So that is all for the main part of writing a story, writing a very good story. These are the points: narration, sequential, it has to be expressive, it has to have a good beginning and ending, they should connect with each other, and using dialogues. Children, I would like to now discuss the marking scheme. 1 mark for the format. Format means the title of the story and the moral of the story. It consists, these two, if you have given, if you have written, it consists of 1 mark. Then we move on to the content part. If your content is very creative, if it is a good content consisting of all the hints that are given in the question, then you will be able to score almost close to 5 marks. Almost close to 5 marks, right? And then we move on to expression. Here in expression, I mean to say coherence of your story. The whole story should be very coherent. It should not be like I am reading something in the beginning, I am reading something else at the end. No, it should be very coherent, connected. The whole plot, the setting should be connected. The plotting should be connected with each other. And then 2 marks for this expression and 2 marks for grammatical accuracy. So 2 to 4 marks here, 5 marks for your content and 1 mark for your format, title and moral. So the whole thing comes to 10 marks. So 10 marks for 150 to 200 words, right? I believe you are all ready to hold your pen, put the pen on paper and get ready for a very good story writing session, right? We will solve some assignments and then obviously the practice has to go on. That I leave to you all. Thank you. Have a blessed day.